this is how you have to behave, this is what you need to think, this is what you should do, this is who you are. This is how life is supposed to be like. And if you don't abide to these rules, we feel personally attacked when somebody has an opposing opinion, because we are identified with the opinion. We are on a constant, never-ending chase in life, never content. When we are born, we are 100% awareness. We are born into this world. We don't even know that we are a person yet. We are just seeing the world exactly as it is, with no filter whatsoever. You might say that the experience, whatever we experience of the world, and us as the experiencer, we are one. There's no separation in between us. We're not thinking that I am here and there's a tree over there and we are separate. Because we're just living, we are being with the tree. We're just almost like the tree is watching itself. Does that make sense? That is how we perceive the world when we are born. We have no words to think with, we have no concepts, we have no experiences to identify with, we have no thoughts to identify with, no emotions to identify with, no personality, no opinions, no nothing. We are just a clean, blank slate. There's nothing, there's no one there but pure awareness. We're just experiencing everything exactly as it is, without any resistance whatsoever for the first time. And as we grow older, we get taught that we can't do certain things. We might get taught that some emotions are not acceptable. We get taught to like, this is how you have to behave, this is what you need to think, this is what you should do, this is who you are. Like we grow into personhood, as Ram Dass would say. It's important to become a somebody, right? We might have parents that want us to become something, like they need us to become a doctor, or they need us to become a lawyer, or they say that we shouldn't pursue certain things. Like, no, you can't become a musician because you can't make money off of that. So we start getting molded into this person from where we were when we were born. We were just pure awareness, looking out through our eyes, just experiencing everything for the first time. We're being molded into this person, and we're being fit into a box. And then we start going to school, and the school system is doing the exact same thing. They measure all of us from the same perspective. Like they want us all to you need to be good at this, you need to be good at this, you need to be good at that. They all want us to fit in this box of personhood. And we get taught that this is how life is supposed to be like. And if you don't abide to these rules, then you will not be, that's not acceptable. You cannot do that. And so if you want to live your own way, worst case, you will probably end up in prison, right? And we get taught by that. You need to behave, you need to follow the rules, you need to do all these things. And of course, we should have laws. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have laws. There's obviously some ethical laws and all that sort of stuff that we need to follow. We shouldn't hurt other people or harm other people. We shouldn't kill other people. We shouldn't lie. We shouldn't steal. We shouldn't all those things, right? We should behave as ethical and good humans to be around, of course. But there are so many things like unwritten laws and tall poppy syndrome and all these things that is limiting us from becoming our authentic selves. And so when we are, let's say that we are full awareness. We are pure awareness embodying this person. And when we are identified with all these things that we get taught about ourselves, like this is your person, this is your personality, these are your strengths, these are your weaknesses, these are your opinions, these are your experiences, these are your traumas, these are your memories. From being pure awareness, just experiencing everything, not being identified with anything, no content of the world, we're not identifying with anything. We are starting to identify with the content of our lives. We're not identifying with awareness anymore. And so when we start identifying with the content of our lives, that's when we're going to start feeling like, I am the only one that have experienced my life. I know everything a little bit better. My opinions are a little bit more true. My suffering is a little bit more worse because we are the only one that have experienced life firsthand. We know better. I am the only one that has been here all of the time, right? We start experiencing, or we start identifying with all the experiences and the content, and that shapes us into this person, into this personality. And we believe that we are these things. We believe that my life is true, my opinions are true, my worldview is the correct one. And so what we're doing here is we're limiting ourselves. We are separating ourselves from other people in this way. And that's why we might feel personally attacked when people disagree with us, or when people have different opinions. We feel a need to defend ourselves because we feel personally attacked when somebody has an opposing opinion, because we are identified with the opinion. We're not realizing that we are awareness watching the opinion. We didn't have that opinion when we were born. We have been taught to do that. And when we identify with it, we feel hurt. We feel anger. We feel the need to assert ourselves. And so it becomes a box where like a prison, a mental prison, where we get triggered by people who have different worldviews, different opinions, different personalities. We're stuck, and we're limiting ourselves from realizing our fullest potential in this way. And so what I have learned is to simply fall back into who we truly are. We fall back into that space from which we observed the world when we were born, from awareness. And we need to break that habit of identifying with the mind all the time, of identifying with the prison, of the cage, right? Say that you have been taught that, oh, you can't do this. Like, let's say that you want to be a painter, but your mom told you, no, you can't be a painter. And then, okay, I can't be a painter. But your soul is like yearning for that. But then you walk around and you live in that mental prison that you have created for yourself, that I can't be a painter, even though you want to be, you need to be a painter. But just because your mom told you, she planted that program in your mind that you walk around and identify with, and so you pursue something that she wants you to do rather, which is like become a lawyer or something, which you don't want to. And then you live life in misery and suffering, wondering what it would be like to be a painter. But the problem is that when we're trying to break this cage that we have formed for ourselves and by upbringing and culture and society, as soon as we come close to the bars, we will feel fear. We will feel fear, and our minds will tell us to, don't step out of the cage. This is who you're supposed to be. And so, okay, I can't do that. And so we become scared of even coming close to the bars of the fence. We start fearing fear. We start fearing the fear of leaving the cage. And we start fearing what people are going to think, and we start fearing judgment, and we start fearing abandonment because of that people are not going to agree with us, and we fear getting lonely because of that. And it's all because we are being forced into this cage, box, prison of the mind. We identify with it. We think that this is me. But it's not who we are. We are that which took birth. We are awareness. And to find ourselves back to that space of awareness, what I have found to be very efficient, and what I help my clients with and the people I work with, if you're interested in coaching, by the way, click the first link and we can have a chat, and I'll help you with breaking free from all of these things, from all your fears and traumas and insecurities, and finding your true, authentic self and purpose in life. But if we want to break free from this, a really good question to ask ourselves is, what does it feel like to know existence? Who knows that you exist, and where does that knowing sit? Who is looking out through your eyes? And who has been looking out through your eyes since you were born? Who is that? And what does that feel like to be that which is looking out through your eyes? Or to be that which knows the knowing of existence? Who knows that? And what does that feel like? For me, there's a deep sense of peace that arises there. A deep sense of freedom. A deep sense of, I don't need anything else than this. And so that's what we will find when we stop identifying with the box, with the prison. We will find ourselves back to our authentic power, to our authenticity, who we truly are. We will find that when we stop looking or stop thinking that we are these thoughts, I am these experiences, I am these traumas, I am these opinions. We will find our way back. Because when we do identify with thoughts and personality and experiences and traumas, we will constantly feel a need to find belonging somewhere. We feel like something is lacking, something is missing inside of ourselves when we are identified with thoughts. It's almost like we are a problem to be solved. It's like, I will find happiness in the future somewhere. You know, maybe the next relationship or the next destination or the next achievement will make me happy. We will be in a constant chase to find a solution for something. When we are identified with thoughts and when we identify with our mind and our personality, there's going to be a constant, absolutely constant need to grasp on to pleasure and escape pain. Always. This is an opinion that I like, pleasure, oh, I like this. Or this is an opinion I don't like, I need to get away from that. I need to assert myself here. Or I want this thing, I need this thing to be happy. Or, oh, I need to get away from this thing. Always. We're not accepting pain or enjoying pleasure. If we would learn this thing to accept pain and to enjoy pleasure instead of grasping pleasure and resisting pain, like we would never suffer, ever. We would be present all the time. But when we are identified with thought patterns, what we are doing is that we are on a constant, never-ending chase in life. Never content. I can't be here. This is bad. I need to move out of here. Or I need to be here all the time. It creates suffering all the time. And this is what happens when we identify with the personality. And from this behavior of lack, it's like something is missing. It's not, the present moment is not enough. What I have, this pleasure is not enough. I need more of it. Or this pain is not enough. It's not good. I need to get away from it. When we are identified with this activity of the mind, that will give birth to the thought that I need to fulfill myself by attaining some future pleasurable outcome. And so this sensation of lack, I will get rid of this sensation of lack as soon as I find something in the future, like a relationship or a destination or an achievement or an activity or an object or something. We think that I can fulfill myself in the external world. And so we start looking for happiness in the external world. And here is why we suffer so much, because we are never content. We're not looking in the right direction. We are being identified with the box, and we believe that the box is going to give us. We believe that the things that the box have installed in our mind is going to give us happiness. That once I have landed that job, then I'll be happy. Once I have all that money, then I'll be happy. But we fail to look in the right direction, and that's what I'm pointing towards here. Who knows? Who knows existence? What does it feel like to know that you exist? And that sense that arises there is what we are looking for in the external world all the time. We're looking for belonging. We're looking for peace of mind. But we're looking in the wrong direction. All we need to do is to realize that we have been stuck in a box for as long as we can remember, really. It started when we were like 7 to 10 years old. But before then we were like, everything was awesome. We were like walking around, we were curious and we were being adventurous and we weren't scared of anything. Everything was just, we were just being one with life. We were being lived by life. And now it's the opposite. We're all stuck in the things that we think that we need. I need to become this person, I need to be seen this way, I need to have all these things to be happy. And then when we are at that spot, we realize that, oh, I'm not happy. I'm more unhappy than I've ever been before. And so the only solution to it is to escape the box. We need to escape the prison. We need to let go of everything that we thought was going to make us happy. And when we let go of that, and when we let go of the pursuit of happiness, that's when we start finding it on the inside. Speaking from experience. Like I said, if you're interested in coaching, click the first link and we can have a good talk. Other than that, please subscribe as well. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I would be very happy, even though I'm not tying my happiness to my subscribers. I used to, I think, but I already am everything I'm looking for. But I would very much appreciate it if you wanted to subscribe, because it helps me out. And please don't forget to comment and like and comment as well. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.